I always like starting my lives with like such a big happy face because it always makes me so happy to come and talk to you guys every single time. And I'm really jazzed up lately. And I think that it's such a blessing, the things that I have going on in my life. And I hope that you feel the very same way about yours. But if you don't, I think we might touch on that subject here today. So if you are tuning in live with me, good morning, good evening, good evening, good afternoon. Hi, Erica. Hi, Amy. Let me know that you guys are here, where you're tuning in from. Send me a heart emoji, some hands, some fire. Let me know what you're doing this morning. Are you sipping some coffee? Are you writing a newsletter? Are you watching some Netflix? Hi, Bridget. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. If you are a first timer, let me know first timer and where you're tuning in from as well. And if you catch the replay, send me a hashtag replay below. So, if you saw my stories yesterday, hi, Erica, you're working. Sending you so much love to you on your work day. Hi, Mindy, welcome. Hi. So yesterday, if you saw my stories, you know that I went to see my very first movie in I think over a year. I don't even know how long it's been since I've seen a movie in a movie theater. Hey, gorgeous, from Mindy, sipping some coffee. Yay! Good morning, good morning. I am sipping on some La Croix. It's over here on my nightstand right now. Here's my nightstand. Some La Croix. I'm in the room of my childhood. If you missed the live from earlier this week, I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm at my parents' house. This is the room I grew up in. But I'm sipping some La Croix right now with some lemon oil in it because my period is on the horizon, and the lemon oil always seems to help with the process and the clotting and minimizing all that stuff. So let me know what you're sipping on. Sipping on some coffee. I'm sipping on some La Croix with y'all this morning. So as I said, I went to see my very first movie in I think over a year yesterday, and it was Bohemian Rhapsody. So freaking good. If you guys have not seen it, please, please, please go see it. Rami Malek in the movie is amazing with the entire cast. It is phenomenal. I cried. I went with my mom, my dad, and my husband, Scott, and there were several times throughout the movie. Hi, Virginia. Welcome. Mindy says, such a good movie. I know, right? Elizabeth, I stay in my old room too, sipping on some mushroom coffee over here. Yum, yum, yum. I know Olivia loves her mushroom coffee too. I think she gets hers from Four Sigmatic. But anyways, I saw the movie. There were several points in the movie where my mom and I agreed with each other that we could have just ugly cried. Like I was all verklempt in my throat and I was like, ah! Like it just gave me such amazing creative vibes and liberation and freedom, and just, it was a beautiful, beautiful movie. And in the movie, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but in the movie, the gentleman whose name is Jim Hutton, who ends up being Freddie Mercury's long-term partner prior to his death, Freddie meets him and he's trying to engage with him. And he's trying to, have this little seductive, I would say, scene with him. But Jim is kind of like, dude, you got some stuff going on. Like, you got some stuff going on. Hi, Genevieva and Andrea, welcome. And he becomes like this person who is, I don't want to say kind of not being penetrated by Freddie Mercury's charm. He becomes this person that's able to be like, I can see through you and I can see what's happening here. And so in the movie, he says to him, after Freddie's trying to put on his advances toward him, to, engage with him and have this encounter with him and this romantic encounter with him, that he does not want to have this romantic encounter with him. And in fact, he says to him, you come find me when you love yourself. And that moment in the movie, I was just like it was magical. And it was even more magical because Freddie ended up going and finding him, and they end up having this long-term relationship, which is beautiful, right? And it got me thinking about the online space. It got me thinking about our relationship with you. And, I just launched my book and I've had such amazing feedback. In fact, when I was leaving the theater last night, we were going to have dinner with my family. I was meeting them. The four of us are meeting my family for dinner. And as we're leaving, I look at my phone and I have these comments from people about my book, screenshotting me and quoting me and attaching it to their stories or their page. And I don't know if it was because I was already on the brink of ugly crying in the movie. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Casey. But as soon as I got into the car, I was in shock. And I was sitting in the back seat with Scott. And he's like, what's going on? Because he could see it on my face. And I just was like, holy fuck. And I just started crying. And my mom's like, what? This is a fuck situation. What's happening? And I showed her my screen. and somebody had highlighted a section of my book and reposted it and quoted me that it meant something to them. And I was crying because it was overwhelming, right? It was beautiful, and it was surreal, and it was shocking. I mean, my little brother said to me when we are at the dinner table, because I'm not one of those criers that you can't tell they weren't crying. Like, I'm the kind of crier whose whole face gets red and they look like they're punched in the face. That's me. And so, and the restaurant, I'm at dinner, and my brother's like, what's going on? And so I show him, you know, all these beautiful comments and these reposts. And he's like, not to be so obvious, but what did you think was going to happen? And I was like, I don't know. Elizabeth, me too. Yes. And I didn't know. I guess I didn't really have any expectation. My expectation with the book was that I was hoping to help at least one person to see themselves and find the value in themselves, and to know that they are seen and that they are heard and that somebody understands and that this does not have to define them. And when I came home, it got me thinking about, and continue to think about even this morning as I'm getting dressed, because I'm going to go see another movie. I can't believe it. The second movie in like since a year. I'm going to go see another movie today, The Nutcracker. I'm so excited. But it got me thinking about how that comment in the movie, you come find me when you love yourself. And it really relates to how I felt about writing the book. I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't have any value in myself anymore. I didn't love myself anymore. I didn't know where it went. I couldn't find it. I couldn't see it. I couldn't hear it. I couldn't feel it. No matter how much love I had surrounding me, it was like it escaped me. I didn't understand the concept of self-love anymore. I didn't even know if I ever had in that moment, in that mental fog. And it got me thinking about all of you in the online space, and those that are entrepreneurs online, those who are life coaches like me, those who are entrepreneurs in general, those who are not entrepreneurs, but somebody that is going through a struggle and wanting to find themselves and to not seek outward validation and to know who they are implicitly and to trust themselves, because that's what it's really all about. Success, love, growth, relationships, connections. It's not about, oh, look how much money I made, because that's happening a lot online right now. I'm not poo-pooing people that are doing that. I celebrate you and I say, holy shit, it's amazing that you can make $20,000 months. I know, I've done it. I celebrate you, but I see it happening, and a lot of the comments are glorifying that experience. Yes, it's amazing to make 20K months. It's amazing to make 40K months. It's amazing to have 50K months. It's amazing to have, a full roster of clients. It's amazing to launch a book. It's amazing to do all those things. But they're nothing if you don't love yourself. They're nothing. Money just becomes money. A full roster of clients just becomes a full roster of clients. Publishing a book just becomes I put something out into the world. It has no value, it has no worth, it has no meaning if you do not trust yourself, if you do not love yourself, if you are not coming from a place where you hold yourself to the highest degree first and always, without a doubt, consistently, persistently, and without failure. Yes, that doesn't mean I'm not saying you cannot fail. Failure is a part of success. It's not you failed, it's a part of success, right? Joy is a part of pain. Pain is a part of joy. It's how it all goes. It's an equal flow. But the thing I think we forget in our journey, and the thing that I saw in that movie last night with this man who is a legend and larger than life and epic and has changed the world, was that he was trying to find himself in things, in people, and in music. But he was unable to find the value in it, the love in it, the impact of it, because he did not first love himself. So in thinking of this, I wanted to come live and share it with you guys. I wanted to come live surprisingly because I had no intent on coming live today, but it was just that thing that was like nagging at me. It was like, if I think this and somebody else needs to hear it, somebody else is feeling this. This was the impetus for my book. This is how this man went to become larger than life and change decades and decades and decades on repeat of people's lives, because he sings into their hearts with his melody and his music. It's why people sustain success. It's why people sustain relationships. It's why people continue to live on into years and years and years, like 100 years old. It's because we view ourselves as important. We nurture ourselves. We take care of ourselves first. We find the value in ourselves first. You will find the value in your life. You will find the success in your life. You will find your creativity. You will find the balls it takes to take a risk the minute you love yourself first. So in my surprise offer, this is what came to me as the people that I am only willing to work with from here and on into the future. The only people that I want to work with are those that are willing to change, those that are willing to be leaders, and those that are willing to, first and foremost, trust themselves and love themselves more than anything else in the world, unapologetically. Because once you have that, you find the belief and the value and the love and the admiration and the respect in your essence, in who you are. Everything else seems to illuminate itself. The path becomes clearer. Light begins to shine on your head. You begin to find the value in relationships and those that no longer serve you. You begin to find the path to say, I don't want this anymore. I'm unavailable for that. Here's who I am. Here's who I walk forward into the future with steadfast belief in result that I can have it because it's for me. So watching Freddie Mercury, or Rami Malek play Freddie Mercury rather, gave me all kinds of brain babies. I had all kinds of brain babies. I now have the structure for my second book. I'm just like, it's like, whoa, like everything is coming out full circle. Tim Merrick, spell it. I love Tim. Welcome, Tim. I miss you. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. So I wanted to come live and share this with you guys today because I am such a creative person that when I watch movies or I listen to music or I hear music, it always spawns something in me, and sometimes I forget it. And the thing that I forgot that I felt was like, oh, this is a blinking bright light, is that we think that the value comes when we have the money. We think that the value comes when I have the creative idea and I execute. We think the value comes when the relationships have reached their pinnacle, or I've somehow grown into this physically appealing person or version of myself. No, no, no. It doesn't come from the size of your email list. It doesn't come from the size of your client roster list. It doesn't come from the dollar amount in your bank account, and it never, ever will. I'll say it. I'll be the one. I'm here for it. And people may not agree with me, and that's fine. I'm here for that too. I like the difference of opinion. I welcome it. I welcome the creativity. I welcome the individuality. I welcome the confidence of independence. But all those things, the value in money and understanding what ease it can give into your life and how you are able to receive it and respect it. And the same thing, the ease relationships can come into your life, and the ease at which you can receive it and respect that. And the ease of which your creativity can continue to be leveraged and maximized all comes when you decide, I love me first, and that only happens when you trust you first. So my surprise offer is, I have 3 spots available for one-on-one coaching in 2019. I am opening up 3 spots for people that want to have confidence in independence, who want to find the value in themselves, who have decided that the way that I get every single thing that I want in my life is within my willingness to know that I deserve it and to trust myself, to respect myself, and to take responsibility for it. So I love you guys. I wanted to come and share this with you because I know there's a lot going on in the online space, and I know there's a lot going on within all of us. We are this beautiful, controlled, uncontrollable tornado of creativity and emotion. Erica, Shannon, you are so fucking amazing. Erica, right back at you. I mean it, woman. We are this beautiful tornado of uncontrolled creativity and love. And we try to pretend that we can put ourselves in a box when really the epitome of success and growth and sustainability and confidence and independence in our lives comes from trusting ourselves, believing in ourselves, and loving ourselves first. Not second, not third, because everything else, the value in everything else, the sustainability in everything else, the exponential growth in everything else, in abundance in our lives, in relationships, in sex, in money, in business, all comes when we decide to love ourselves first. So I love you guys. If you have any questions, please post them below. Morgan, you're beautiful. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please post them below. If you want to know how to connect with me to start your one-on-one coaching experience, direct message me and I will send you the link and the information regarding the one-on-one experience. Otherwise, I love you guys. If you haven't seen it, go see Bohemian Rhapsody. I'll report back to you about how the Nutcracker is after I see it today. Have a great freaking Friday, a great weekend. Be good to yourself. Be so fucking good to yourself. I love you. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace.